As I begin, I want to let all you guys know that pressure is no match for purpose. They say that character is revealed when pressure is applied, so I have to pose the question to you guys, what do you do when you're under enormous pressures in life? You see, lately, I've been doing a lot of research around pressure, and did you guys know that when carbon dioxide is buried 100 miles deep beneath the Earth's surface and then heated to temperatures of 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit and then squeezed with pressures of 725,000 pounds per square inch, that a diamond is formed? Pretty cool, huh? You see, many years ago, I encountered a young man that had aspirations of becoming a star NFL player. This young man had set his sights on creating a life that would allow him to move his family out of public housing into their dream home. And like the diamond beneath the surface, through those heated moments, this young man endured enormous pressures from all sides. I'm talking financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, and environmentally. But it was the love, guidance, and support of his mother, who also was facing enormous challenges in her life due to her illness, lupus, that at a young age, this young man took the responsibility on himself to take care of his mother and develop what I like to describe as a legacy-driven mindset, to show her that all the things that they showed her, 2 decades dominated by illness and scraping by, that it amounted to something. So, I know many of you are probably asking, well, what's a legacy-driven mindset? Pretty sure that's a question. According to Forbes magazine, a legacy-driven mindset is being mindful of the opportunity and the responsibility that we have to serve our own advancement by serving others. So today, I'm not here to tell you guys the rest of my story. Nah. Today, I'm here to help you tell your story. I'm going to show you 5 ways on how you too can cultivate what I like to describe as a legacy-driven mindset. Because if not you, then who? And if not now, then when? So, shall we begin? Shall we begin? I love the energy. All right, first step in creating what I like to describe as a legacy-driven mindset is everything starts with your why. Go ahead and write that down. Everything starts with your why. My man Simon Sinek said it best. When we're faced with challenges, opposition, and adversity, our why is a constant reminder that keeps us grounded, focused, and energized on the path of becoming what we're supposed to become. And if our why isn't strong enough, well, you're just gonna quit and give up every time. So if your why doesn't provoke a certain type of emotion, doesn't give you the chills or the goosebumps, then I suggest you keep on digging. Second step, connecting passion and purpose. The importance of connecting passion and purpose in our lives cannot be overstated, right? Lack of passion will make life boring, it's just dull, right? Life without purpose will be aimless and without direction. When combining passion and purpose, it creates a certain type of alchemy that not only fuels you along your journey, but also ignites the fire. So as you guys are looking at your passions and your purpose, see if there's any interconnection. And if not, then find out why. Step 3, be a sponge. Like my guy, SpongeBob. How many in here watch SpongeBob? Come on now, I know you guys watch SpongeBob. It's awesome. But be a sponge. One of my favorite quotes by Eleanor Roosevelt says, learn from the mistakes of others, because you can't live long enough to experience them all yourself. I guess she's true about that. But also people's successes too. So to expedite our process on the path of becoming what we're supposed to become, we must soak up all the information necessary so when it's time to wring out and extract the information to be applied, we'll be in a far much better position than we were before. And by a show of hands, real quick, how many in here, because of someone else's knowledge that they applied, are in a far better position than what they were before? Come on, let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. My point exactly. Step number 4, make a name for yourself. In my hometown, where I'm from, Rialto, California, in the Inland Empire, The older cats that we looked up to used to teach us younger cats that our name and our words, they hold weight. And so when you interact with someone and speak with someone, they gain a certain perspective of you. So therefore, your brand and who you are must be respected and valued. And so the main question I always tell people, besides what everybody else is talking about, how do you respect and value yourself? That's the biggest question. Step 5, find your pace. My favorite artist, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, he has stated in a tweet, life ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. And like any marathon, you must find your pace. So finding the balance between running and walking is a key to a fulfilling life. Running isn't always necessary. You're gonna have to walk sometimes. Because if you're running from the start, eventually you're gonna burn out. And because you're so tunnel vision, everything that's surrounding you, you'll never encompass it. Conversely, if all you're ever doing is walking, you'll never experience the speed in life, and you'll be stuck in the same position the rest of your life. So I challenge you all in here, and audience members and viewers out there, what's up? I challenge you guys to find that sweet spot. Know when to speed up to get ahead in life, but also know when to slow down to enjoy moments like your family. I know I've been a victim of it myself. To summarize how to cultivate a legacy-driven mindset, 1, everything starts with your why. 2, connect passion and purpose. 3, be a sponge. 4, make a name for yourself. And 5, find your pace. And as I conclude, I'm reminded of a story. Earlier this year in February, I had published my first book, which is a memoir about my late mother, Latricia Banks' life's journey through being a mom, lupus, and a kidney transplant. And I remember one day as I was holding the author's copy in my hand in my office, my oldest daughter, Brooklyn, she's 4 years old, she comes running in and sits on my lap. And as she's sitting on my lap, I have the book in my hand and I'm proud and I show it to her. And she looks down and she looks at me and says, "Daddy, who's that?" And for a moment I had to pause. And I paused because I started to get a bit emotional. Because the lady you see right here, whose face is on the cover, is my mother, who passed away a little less than a year than Brooklyn was born. And if you were to ask any of my family members, what was my mother's biggest wish? It was to have granddaughters, and I have 2, Brooklyn and Kinley. And so the situation hit me hard. And so, as I'm doing right now, almost tears falling down my face. I'm still a gangster. As the tears was falling down my face, I had to throw that in, As the tears was falling down my face, my little Brooklyn grabs my face, wipes my tears, looks me in the eyes and says, "Daddy, it's gonna be all right." And all I can do is smile because it was as if she knew it was gonna be all right. And I say that because growing up in times of distress and haywire, my mother's favorite phrase was, "Everything's gonna be all right." And so even though she was not there physically, she was physically gone. Her energy and her presence and her spirit was there. But most importantly, her legacy still lives on. And so I have to pose the question to all you guys, audience members and viewers, how will you be remembered? What will you leave behind? Because if not you, then who? And if not now, then when? Thank you for your time. I appreciate you.